Georgia is nixing the tax-free holiday. People have been Googling tax-free all day, hoping to find out when and if it will happen in our state. The answer is it won't. Our Why Guy is Jerry Carnes. He is here to explain why not.
It started here in Georgia in 2002 as a way to help families save money and encourage spending to help local businesses. But at least 3 studies convinced lawmakers to drop Georgia's tax-free holiday. A study by Georgia State University says the state lost between $36 and $50 million each year shoppers enjoyed that brief tax-free period that typically lasted 2 days. The Georgia Budget and Policy Institute adds that despite a break from the sales tax, shoppers don't really save. The institute reports that there is evidence retailers raised prices during the tax-free holiday. That same report says businesses don't really see much benefit since most shoppers just shift the timing of when they buy rather than buying more. In the face of those reports, the tax-free holiday that left Georgia in 2017 won't be back this year. Lawmakers attempted to revive it earlier this year. That effort failed in less than a week.